mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
The ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
With the mixing process
The
if you
ability to
don't
not
keep
get
your
lost some
voice
sort
down.
of talent?
Best I don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading east.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Best
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast within is tougher.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm heading east.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of
I'm
talent?
heading east.
What a
Don't you come with
place.
me
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
here. Best I don't see you over in the west then.
What a place.
I'm heading east.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm a little out of practice these days.
With you.
Any conflicts around?
Interfere
I'm
with
in the mood
mixing
for some
process
peacemaking.
If you don't keep your voice down.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here.
What a place.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me
What
here.
a place. Surprises.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here. Best I don't see you over in the west then.
What a place. Surprises.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best I don't see you over in the west then.
What a
I'd have lost
place.
myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, taming the beast within
You'll interfere
is
with
tougher.
the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Rebooting. I'm heading east. Don't you come with me. Best I don't see you over in the west then.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here. Best I don't see you over in the west then.
You might want to get a
What
guide
a
if you're not familiar
place.
with the area.
The world is full of surprises.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm heading east. Don't you best I don't see you over in the west then.
What
You'll
a
interfere with the
place.
mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here. Best I don't see you over in the west then.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of
process
talent?
if you don't keep your voice down.
Surprises.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
I'm heading east.
Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort
Interfere
of
with the
talent?
mixing process if you don't keep your
I'm
voice
heading
down.
east. Don't you come with me here. Best I don't see you over in the west then.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast
Interfere
within
with the mixing process if
tougher.
you don't keep your voice down. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Best I don't see you over in the west then. Rebooting.
Is the ability to not get lost
I'm
some
heading
sort of
east.
talent?
Don't you come with you here.
You'll interfere with the mixing process
What
if you
a
don't keep your
place.
voice down.
The world is full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of
I'm heading east.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
What
Rebooting.
a place. The world is full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Best I don't see you over in the west
The ability
then.
to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm I'm heading east.
Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place. It's full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar.
Best day don't see
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast
I'm
within
heading east.
is tougher.
Come with you here.
What a
Don't
place.
interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Best day don't see you over in the west then. What sort of is this? I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
What a place.
Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Error.
Is the ability to not get lost some
Best
sort
day
of
don't see you over in the
I'm a little
west
out of
then.
practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. What sort of is this?
You might
What
want to
a
get a guide
place.
if you're not familiar Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Best day don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
What a place. It's full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't
When
keep
you
your
lose your
voice
way,
down.
gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
Rebooting.
What a place. The world is
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here.
Ad Astra Abyss. Ad Astra. Thank you for
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar. Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Though our homeland has become a distant memory, the flames of war continue to rage. We have long shed the last of our blood. Stay strong, my soldiers. One day, I will deliver you to the place I promised.
Morning, Traveler! Did you have a nightmare last night? Paimon could hear you tossing and turning in your sleep. Maybe you're just nervous for the final battle? Just shake it off, Traveler. We're supposed to meet with Moika today.
Bring it! Rev the engines! Phew. Something to add to my collection.
I see. If all goes well, 3 days should be more than enough to forge the name. You won't need to push back the plan.
Thank you. I'd say the sooner you can finish it, the better. I still need to announce the matter to everyone.
Don't worry. We should only need half a day. The Traveler has been in Natlan a while now. The Pilgrim's Chronicle should have enough records of her adventures.
Come in.
Hey, Moika! Oh, Shilonen and Sweet Lolly are here too! Hello!
We were just talking about you. I invited you here for 2 reasons. First, there's the Traveler's ancient name, which is ready to be forged.
Oh yeah! You need the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? The device the Lord of the Night gave us?
Perfect. Could I take a look? Yep. Well, it looks good. This is definitely enough to work with. Usually the first step in forging an ancient name is performing a ceremony to extract memories from the ley lines. But since the Lord of the Night gave us this record, we can skip that part. Still, I've never used something like this before. This is an entirely new material for me, so I need to look into how the process might change.
I'll help you. My knowledge on the Lord of the Night and the Wyab might come in handy.
That brings me to the second matter. As you already know, once your ancient name is complete, we need to venture into the deepest part of the Night Kingdom. That will happen in 3 days' time.
3 days? So soon? Wait, but...
You're worried about the Traveler, aren't you?
Well, Paimon gave it a lot of thought, and Paimon's not very good at thinking. This plan could save countless lives. Paimon understands why people would want to be a part of something so important, but all this time, Paimon has barely left the Traveler's side. Not to—
That's right. And as long as we win, the Ode of Resurrection will return. The Night Kingdom is a realm of souls and memories. We're meant all in Natlan are resolved to win this war. The Sacred Flame will connect us to their fighting, so if you want to contribute, just cheer us on, alongside all the people of Natlan. For the Traveler, I'm sure your word—
The most important? Really? That's right! Overcoming dangers side by side, just like always! Alright, it's decided. Paimon will cheer the loudest out of—
It's less about volume and more about mental focus. But I get it. You're just—
Of course, this all depends on the successful completion of the ancient name. Otherwise, the Traveler will not join me. That is the condition.
Don't worry. I swear on the honor of my tribe, I will not fail. I know how—
There's no time to lose. Let's go!
All right, everyone. When we meet again, it will be to deliver the ancient name.
Good luck, you two! Three days, huh? What should we do in the meantime? We know you're still rebuilding, so is there anything we can do to help?
From what I've heard, the two of you have helped more than enough. You should take— Even if there are stray abyss monsters out there, our warriors can handle them. Don't worry.
Exactly! We can't take a break! We're adventurers! We gotta live up to the name! We still have a long journey ahead of us and so many places to go! The battle in—
I see. And that— This final battle is extremely important to me. I'm also going to follow my heart. I plan on—
Oh! You know—
I just learned, actually. I hear it takes a lot of practice to get any good. It could be anything, though. Of course, that's—
So that's how you relax. Well, it definitely seems—
All right. Let's go our separate ways for now.
So, if Moika relaxes by working really hard at something, that basically means she never takes a break, right? Oh, hello! Sorry.
There you are!
We made it!
Other than our plan almost falling through, nothing at all. The preparations took longer than expected. We were so worried we wouldn't make—
Well, if you hadn't overslept—
Details! Anyway, come on. Let's go to—
Hold on. Tell us what's going on first.
Oh yeah. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? Basically, before the pilgrimage, we usually hold a huge feast. All you can eat. With meat—
Ooh, all you can—
I knew that would pique your interest, Paimon. You can eat to your heart— Of course, there's not just—
That sounds amazing! We're in! Well, the best adventurers know how to go with the flow, right? Plus, it sounds like this feast is in your honor! If you don't show up, everyone's hard work will—
It's our fault for not telling you earlier. So it's okay if you can't make it. Still, if you're not busy, we'd really like— It'll be super fun! Plus, all our—
Yes, let's go eat! Huh? What's the holdup, Traveler? Did you think—
Huh?
Isn't she painting?
Is that okay? It's not like we prepared anything fancy.
Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that suggestion. But we might as well extend the invitation. The Archon is about to fight for us with—
Then who's gonna be the one to
all of us, of course.
Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there something you need?
We're here to invite you to the people of the Springs for a feast.
Ah, I see. This is a special kind of feast, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a tradition to hold a feast before battle.
Plus, I always wanted to do something to thank you for saving—
That was my duty. Besides, it's all in the past now. You don't owe me anything. Although, this feast does sound rather interesting.
So you'll come?
Of course. No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise her. You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand banquet on my account. I'll try my best to attend as an ordinary person, not an Archon.
It's not like you're the type to pull rank or something.
True, but my presence changes the way people act. I just don't want to spoil the fun. A lot of things can— A barbecue is best fresh off the grill. And still, people will insist on wait—
Oh, yeah, Paimon can see that.
Don't worry. I'll jump in if that happens. I can throw manners to the wind.
No need. I can take care of it. Anyway, I don't need to finish it. I enjoy the process, but now—
Then let's go together. The meat—
Full throttle!
Ugh, you're kidding. Another one? But this is just a small send-off. What are we going to do with all this stuff? Then again, I understand where they're coming from. I'll deal with it. What a headache. If this continues... Huh? You're here already? And you even brought the Archon? What are you doing here?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a surprise guest.
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary. What's going on?
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their homes, but the turnout has been overwhelming.
That's our star Outlander's popularity for you.
You're saying everyone's here? Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Plus, you were amazing in the recent battle. Basically, this whole... Yeah, Moika and the Traveler are in this together. They both deserve... Well, this is the perfect excuse to...
No need to go to all that trouble on my account. That's not why I'm here. Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. Is extra spend...
That's true. Party planning isn't easy. I can handle... Sorry. Oh, speaking of Atea,
Actually, there's something we haven't told you. Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Luckily, I got the chance to see her one last time. She was a hero to the very end. In her final moments, her thoughts were entirely... Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize. So I decided to attend in her...
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just, there was never a good time to bring it.
Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea wouldn't want us to remember her. Parties like this were her specialty. But
Yeah, that's a...
So, come on, let's get to work, everyone. Oh,
Wait, you don't have to drag.
Amina, you mentioned something... First, invite anyone who comes to deliver supplies. If it's a caravan, ask them to extend an invitation to this. Make it clear in the invitation that anyone is welcome to attend. In addition, all leftover supplies will be purchased by the speaker's chamber, sorted, and donated to the appropriate areas.
I'll get on it. Amazing plan, Malika. It was clear,
I don't mind increasing the size. My approach to problem solving...
Whoa. I don't feel... Well, should we take a walk while everyone finishes?
Sounds good. A casual stroll can be hard to come by. Let's go.
A hot spring is a harbor for body and soul.
Chaska?
Hello, Archon. I'm, fishing.
Oh, doesn't look like the fish are biting today.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to walk on eggshells around me. I know you can tell I'm not really trying to fish, but gazing at the water puts me at ease.
I went to visit your parents, Chaska. Of course, I could only offer a few simple condolences.
You helped a lot, actually. My mom has been doing better since your visit. I've always been grateful to my parents for taking me in, but now I have an even deeper sense of responsibility. I'll never be able to replace Koichi.
That's exactly what your mother is worried about. She doesn't want you to push yourself to make up for their loss. After all, it's your loss too. Grief is not something that can be measured against others. You don't need to make amends, Chaska. Your loss... In any case, they've always loved both of you. There's no need for you to become Koichi when they love you just for yourself.
Yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Sounds like I owe my parents a conversation.
Take me up!
Nothing. We're just taking a look around. Oh, really?
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I just ask the fighting consumed all of Natlan. Countless human...
Because Natlan's heroes
Exactly. That, so let me know if you need extra help. Understood.
Oh, Mother Granny, Archon. I swear, I've been on my best behavior recently.
Paimon knows it's just how you talk, but you've gotta realize how suspicious that sounds, right?
I am curious, though. Are you still working with the captain?
No, I don't have a reason to follow him anymore. So my life is back to normal. Growing vegetables, raising aphids. Well, maybe not completely normal. I'm still keeping tabs on the situation in the Night Kingdom. The ley lines are in a bad state.
We plan on bringing that to an end.
I know. You and other Granny, right? You're going to become great heroes. And the most I can do is...
Oh, you know...
Most people from my tribe know the art, but I'm not very good. We commemorate the deeds of others as a...
Well, there are always things...
I wouldn't phrase it quite like that, but Paimon's not wrong. Time will give you an answer. I know how you feel, Auroron. It took me a long time to... I'm more mature now, but that passion, that drive to prove myself, I miss it sometimes. Maybe you'll change in the future, but you can still be proud of who you are now.
You're saying I need to live in the present? Thank you, Archon. That's what I've always tried to do.
Hey, looks like the food is almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast. Oh, but if there are still people you want to see, that's okay. We can head over later, too.
So full. I'm practically a blubber beast.
What's that?
A creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture of one?
Oh, it sounds so cute.
Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. You can pat their belly and they'll even join in. Wow, she must have been a great fighter to keep up.
Wait, now that you mention it, I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self, brave, and I've never had a dream that felt so...
So it wasn't just...
Wait, you've had dreams too? Oh, don't tell Paimon.
It wasn't just them. Some of the Gramps and Grannies who looked after me were there. Growing up, I could always hear a degree. I never wanted things to be that way.
The same thing happened to me. I dreamt of Ayo's grandparent.
Ayo? Oh, right.
Ayo's grandparents fell to the abyss during... I set up a tent near his home, so I was so happy. In real life, Ayo...
Traveler. Chaska, did you two... Oh,
When did this become story hour? Still, I have nothing to hide. She told me I felt like a completely different person. Maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi, it was a dream. It's fine.
well, what about you,
You're kidding. The captain?
No, of course not!
Maybe the traveler's dream is.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory or the possession of an ancient name. In addition, the power of the Divine Throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their past selves. Even after the battle, that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The Traveler's dream is likely a different matter.
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future.
Yes, exactly.
So, the Traveler saw the captain's future?
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be if I can observe your soul, I can find out the key elements of the dream? You're thinking of the Dendro Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an Archon. Observing the dreamscape requires a ritual and can only reveal static images. Otherwise, the process could be used to...
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say, Traveler? Should we start the preparation?
Then I'll start getting ready. We'll carry out the ceremony some...
Let's fly! Coming!
I never knew you could make it this way. This formula is new to me.
Your granny never taught you about incense making?
No. She usually just lists off the ingredients and tells me to follow the formula.
Then you still have a lot to learn from her. All right, we're ready, Traveler. Once you head inside, you'll fall into a brief sleep. Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
That's right. Everything's all...
So, you just need to take a nap? Sounds easy enough.
Here, have some water. It'll help to clear your head.
You're awake already, Traveler? That was fast.
It was enough. What did you learn, Auroron?
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess me back at the ruin.
Huh? It was him? Guthrid, right? The military doctor?
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were helping Eon-san. He was the one who developed the draft of lucidity, a drug that could help people with hallucinations.
I see. After the battle, I returned to my tribe and began searching through our records of the catastrophe 500 years ago. Even though my encounter with him was brief, I managed to track down some information. The record said he was cold and decisive. Like the captain, he was formidable in battle, but the two upheld very different ideas of justice.
So, he didn't have the captain's sense of... honor?
That makes sense. The best partners are those who complement each other.
Wait, if there are records of all this, that must mean the captain was famous in Natlan.
Yes, but unless he brings up his past, few are likely to make the connection between a Fatui harbinger and Thrain, one of Natlan's legendary heroes.
Guthrid is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natlan is a pretty famous tribal but there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to dream of someone you've never met. And yet, the figure in your dream looked exactly like him.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the Traveler saw was Guthred's soul.
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's no way his soul could have survived that long.
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom for a little bit.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The Ruler of Death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain, sometimes faint, sometimes strong.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthrid's soul inside of him all along?
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people shouldn't be able to carry the souls of others. It's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. The Lord of the Night's voice triggers a violent reaction. I even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely...
Maybe it has something to do with Guthrid then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthrid's soul is likely the key to figuring out...
I agree.
The captain never revealed anything to you? The two of you worked together for quite some time.
No. He rarely talked about himself. We were united in our efforts to save Natlan, but...
Let's come back to this later. I'll tell the officials at the speaker's chamber to monitor the captain. Nevertheless...
Yeah, he's definitely up to something. But there's far more... Like, if Paimon had to rate her level of worry, the captain gets maybe 50 points. But
In any case, conjecture will only get us...
Huh?
Don't tell me you haven't noticed his respect for you. The first of the Fatui Harbingers doesn't work with just anyone. Fortune favors the bold. So if you ask me, posing the question directly is the wiser choice.
I'm not so sure, but I'll give it a try.
All right, let's head back and...
Let's burn this breeze.
yeah, today was great. Well, that concludes the send-off. Everyone is free to go. Any volunteers willing to stick around for cleanup.